what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? It's midnight. Come on. We have a bar. Come up to bars. No, I'm literally in bed asleep. He's like, you're so old. No, no. Yeah, that means I'm not. Yeah. You're like, no, nothing. Like I'm not doing. No, I'll be right back, brother. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee and Private bike. So, yeah. John, your you will be entered into the drawing for something. This thing, volume 2, if you already have that, there's another backup. Yes. This is the backup. The $10 Chick-fil-A gift card. You got one? I'm giving away today. The breakdown. Morning. Today, today feels like it should be. Is anybody dressing up for the Halloween fest this afternoon? Absolutely. I am. Nice, but we'll see. We'll see if it doesn't fit. That is again. You're calling for the ticket. Not here, and we things coming up. Sean is pulling double duty, kind of running around for us, so going crazy. That means Rachel is doing career visioning. What is she doing? Career visioning and here. Quantum Leap, I'm sorry, she's doing Quantum Leap in Austin. So that's incredible, and I'm slightly jealous. All right, we are going to do our in-person drawing. Here we go. It is. Mike. Michael. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, it's gonna be like something. Ron, you already have one. If you get a $10 gift card to Chick-fil-A, I'll give it to you after the meeting. Sweet. Congratulations. You get a Chick-fil-A gift card and Chick-fil-A's bus. All right, we are going to move right into Gratitude Tuesday. Tell me something you're grateful for this week. Go ahead, Isaac.
I'm grateful for incantations.
Incantations. Tell more.
So I'm a big fan of Robbins. I've attended his events. He changed the way I look at the world. And sometimes you get pretty beat up. But today, I've heard the same incantation. I've done the same incantation 1,000 times. Today, I hit line of the 15, 16 line incantation, and it blew the world. It just blew the doors open, and I was like, "You forgot," and all of these things that you saw are capable of doing. And so I'm grateful for that, to be a part of who I am and what I do, and it reminded me. And I'm on a whole other level again.
Yeah, I appreciate that. If you guys don't know Isaac, you should. I appreciate your sharing that. One of the things that I really appreciate about you, Isaac, is that you lead from authenticity, right? And that authenticity is your vulnerability of saying, "Hey, I'm not doing the things that I know that I should be doing, or my head isn't in the right space." So always be like Isaac, where, in my opinion, where you're constantly acknowledging where you're at, where you want to go, and are you on your path to that? That's what I appreciate, right? Because what is it? We said yesterday that the willpower game is waning, right? Because it, how many times have you set a new plan, you're going to go work out, right? I'm going to go work out. And then you're like, a couple days in, I feel good. And then a couple days later, you're like, right? And the same thing goes for what we do in day-to-day for us, right? Is that some days it feels really good. And some days we need that can't, the opportunity to say, you know what? I can't do this. I am doing it. Putting yourself back on. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it. Anybody else? Mike, want to say Mike? I told him. Otherwise, you could have wanted. Marty didn't see. I would say this book that also proves to be very hard. A lot of stuff that one to get. But since we're on our key guy, like gift card, so you could have gotten that. Mike always pays it forward. All right. So anybody else with a moment of gratitude for Gratitude Tuesday? I will say this. I'm incredibly grateful for our team here. Being able to set up for today, being able to pivot quickly, being able to do the things that we need to do while she's not here right now. I appreciate what Emmy did because she's out sick today, was out sick yesterday. She got bronchitis, it sounds like. And then we're just grateful that she's able to put this together and help us. Grateful for Shannon, I'm grateful for Sean, I'm grateful for Marty, I'm grateful for Linda, and getting today set up and making it happen. I did, I'm sorry. But we're good. All right, guys, so thank you for that. And the beat went really, really well. I'm grateful for that. Grateful for those of you that showed up. It was a full room, and honestly, it felt like we were really having an impact on some of the people that were here and putting together a business plan and saying, okay, what do I got to do in the next year to guarantee my success? Thank you for that, you guys. All right, next up. So I already insulted her and made her feel awkward 3 times this morning. But welcome, Reagan. We appreciate your partnership and grateful that you're here. And I promise not to make you feel comfortable anymore. I know it's a big problem. I got breakfast with Isaac every other week, and he's like, what am I going to do this week?
What I wanted to talk about today is questions on the market, but I always like to bring forward something that we can highlight a little bit, maybe just keep in the back of our mind as we're talking to clients, especially because he always has the next bright shiny object, right? And as real estate professionals, I feel like we're all pretty good at being like, I do that, I do that. And maybe we forget about other things, but as you're talking to clients and leads, this could be something that you can just keep in the back of your mind. And I've actually used this quite a few times with clients that have come through agents from our market. So we have Picture Cross Country, a line of unique benefits that we offer to our clients that are usually guys something. And then I said to my kids, they're like, Mom, what? Anyways, so I feel like there's several people in our community, in our state, and across the US that just don't get enough gratitude for the things that they do to help protect. So for example, Cross Country has a line of benefits, line of safety benefits. So if your client is in the eligibility of state, federal, county, or municipal agency of a first responder. So let's think of EMT, firefighter, police officer, for example, then we would offer this benefit to them. Really nice benefit. My branch pays were to happen to them, this would help protect their family. We would waive their mortgage responsibility up to $525,000. There's a couple little things in there that says what it's for. Doesn't have to always be also government loans. It is for mortgages only, but it's not only for your primary loan. So people have second homes, have properties, and use the primary house, with those are really nice extra incentive. So when we're talking to people and they say, this for a profession, just keep this in the back of your mind. So a lot of times I get questions on what are extra things that would be offered to me if I'm, for example, teachers don't qualify for this, but teachers are a big part of our community. They have some down payment programs, for example, and a lot of times it's as you're kind of just creating those conversations. You're not buying now, but it could be something. It really is just a big deal.
I had VA loan that was doing an Earl. This could be.
Is that I don't know if it's eligible through the refinance. Check on that.
So is this purchase only then? Or right now?
I don't think it's good in purchases, but I can answer your question. It doesn't say specific purpose or refinance. I think that I should ask that, especially since there are some refinances. I will ask.
It's not an interest, it's not a. There's no time limit on this, like if you're expecting this to be a thing.
Yeah.
10 years.
You've been offering it for months now, or so, and I don't see a time. No, not like a certain time. Not like a one-time. I'll follow up with you on that. Yeah.
There's a, mortgage. One person eligible for the money. However, the other person has already had.
That's okay, it's not first time buyers. However. That's okay. I did use it for a couple where they called me. She worked, maybe, so both. Professional. And they were like over the. My favorite topic, as you know, and I love chat.
What the hell, question?
I did find the other day that said just both WPH like 96%.
Now, the interest rates going?
So this is us for everybody, we had some people really waiting, is saying, as we reach election, we'll probably see rates lower. That's not happening. Every day we see an increase. Sometimes. Totally reverse everything that we saw with the Fed Reserve lowering. Back, I think we're probably back at the same high level of 2024 now today. So, well, yes, that is all doomsday information, but also just a good time to reach out to your people that have kind of been in the pipeline. Have those conversations, keep them educated. I've been doing that over the last week and a half. We took a risk, but maybe they'll re-engage. Kind of rerun the meeting.
I think that's really important, right? To get them in front of you so that we're not having that conversation. That conversation can be with us, not us, right? Is, reaching out, getting them in front of our lending partners early and having them continuously be in front of that. That's the resource right now, right?
Question. A lot of money today.
A lot of lunch, Isaac, go ahead.
Well, the other thing too is it's another lesson for us in the industry to not count on the Fed rate to actually do anything.
100%, right?
That's true. I saw so many posts from people not in lending. They were like, Fed lowered the interest rates today. I know it was to gain conversation. That doesn't always directly impact your fixed mortgage rate. So the comment is, now, mortgage had already kind of built in positive interest rate decline, anticipating that that was gonna happen, so we didn't have this acute to avoid the up and down. So it was good conversation starters, but Facebook is so much misinformation.
It's also selling to the consumer. When
Activities, I mean, how many of us in the industry counting on the Fed rate drop, not necessarily to drop rates, but to get our people off the set.
for activity, right? Right?
Can't count on that.
But let's talk about what we have to do. Just what we have next. Next. Okay, so we can talk. All right. Well, because I think that this is a really good opportunity for us to discuss what those conversations look like, right? To mastermind a little bit to say, okay, what are those conversations that you're having? Right? If you're not dealing with Rain Up on Market Profits, do you even know what to ask your lender to have a conversation, right? Do you have a lender? No, introduce you to one. But my point is that this is where having a conversation with your client and being that resource is the most important thing that we can do. So I, like you, when I see a real estate agent post something that is meant to create conversation, what they're creating is misinformation to the consumer if they're not bringing some value to that lesson, right? The Fed rate went down. Well, interest rates are going to go down. What happened? The opposite. And
It
so,
went down for weeks. A lot of people took advantage of refi opportunities too. That's fantastic, but that wasn't enough time for the people that were actually getting under contract at that time. That wasn't enough time for somebody to say, I'm gonna apply, I'm gonna get a house under contract. They could, some people did, but it's so exciting to reduce looking for, guys are great for us, purchases or listings or what you guys need. Really wasn't enough time. Back up, there wasn't more information. Maybe, I'm not saying anybody cares about that. If you made the phone, it's great. Now, I have to deliver the opposite.
and you have to be able to give them context to it. Can you provide context to that conversation? My answer for a lot of people is no. If I called somebody up here right now and said, can you explain to me why the Fed rate and there's a margin in there and there's a lot of conversation. So what I would say is if you do decide that you're going to post about mortgages on your page, do so with context by inviting your partner in that space to be a part of that conversation, so you have traction, right? Otherwise, it's another moment of you providing lack of clarity and creating more opaqueness. I think I made it up, but it's more difficult, right, to see through it. Good morning. Thank you, Raina. We appreciate you very, very much. And lunch will be served here shortly. But first, all right, Sean, let's go. All right. I hope that a lot of people stay here today. If nothing else, even if you do not plan on building a big team, we have 2 people coming into our market this morning that have been incredibly purposeful and intentional in their business and have built a very large, very community-oriented team. And they're going to be here today talking to us about what that looks like. And I guarantee this, if you listen to either one of these people long enough, you are going to take something away. Even if you go, I don't know that I want to build a team, wouldn't you want to learn from the 2 top real estate agents in our market? I think you would. I think given time, I would always do that. So they're going to be here today at 1 o'clock. You guys, it is 1, right? Sorry, guys. It's 1 o'clock today. Show up, sit in, listen, learn something. If nothing else, engage them because they are going to be the kind of people you want to spend more time around if you want your business to get the offer. So, what else we got? So that's 1 o'clock this afternoon. Ooh, okay. Let's talk about this together. How many of you are doing the Thanksgiving pie event? It's 1 right now. And that is. It's really great. Guys, this is a really easy way for you to do something very nice for your clients. If you don't want to do it on a big basis, you don't have to buy 100 pies. You could buy 10 pies, and you could deliver them to your 10 most important clients. 10 people who made a difference in your life and your business this year. You don't have to do 100 pies. Some of the teams will do a lot of pies. This is a touch, right? How many of you have a Thanksgiving touch? Not just an auto message. How many of you have a canned Thanksgiving touch? Okay, so this is it, guys. This is an easy touch. Send them out, hey, we're having a pie event. That's 1 touch. And then you're going to deliver the pie. That's another touch. And then there's a following touch of following up and saying, hey, we delivered a pie because you're so great. And that's something like that, right? It used to be better than this. But you know what I'm saying, right? Okay? Be in front of this, you guys. Do this. Be a part of this. Engage your clients like this. Over and over, they're gonna be grateful. You'd be surprised at what a pie can bring. So, Thanksgiving pie event. We're gonna keep pounding that in for the next couple of weeks, guys. Look at this. All right. Now I'm going to invite up a dynamic duo of leverage. Here we go.
Yeah, as many of you, most of you know who I am, a few of you may not. I'm the transaction coordinator with the office here. So I offer contract full services for agents. So it's $3.99 for a listing and then $49 for a buyer. This is only paid out if you successfully close. You don't owe me anything if you don't close, which is basically automatically taken out of your commission once you close. Yeah, I'm here to help you leverage your time so you don't have to focus on big work. You can focus on what's important to grow in your business. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, give me a call or shoot me an email.
Very nice. Well, yeah, you guys know me as well. Marketing director here. I think most of you know me. I handle all the marketing here, your digital, your print, your video, you name it. I am here to help out. I also offer some packages, so social media as well as a 36 touch plan. This is stuff that you guys don't need to be doing. Saving yourself, at least a couple hours a day putting together graphics. And hey, you don't need to worry about it. You set it, forget it. We're here to help out, and it's all done for you. You can actually get out there, pound the pavement, do the things that you really are going to be making money with, which is your lead generation. So, yeah, leverage brother, Bill. come say hi, come talk to us. I should mention too, with those social media packages, so it says $150 a month. If that does not work for your budget in general, come talk to me. We can certainly fine tune these packages to make them, more a little accommodating for budgets. I realize right now things might be tight. So even that's just 8 posts a month, whatever that looks like, come talk to me. I'm willing to work with you on budget stuff.
Hold on before you leave.
Yep.
We don't have anybody else up here. No, I meet with agents every single day, some of you, and a lot of people from outside. What do you think, agents in the room? What do you think most of them are missing in their business? Consistency. Anybody else? Mike, what are agents missing in their business? Time. Okay, so here's the thing, you guys. Don't let their charming good looks get in the way of it. If you enjoy paperwork, there are jobs for you that aren't in the States, right? Somebody is gonna come into my office, I can say, I don't know these, and I'm really good. And I'm gonna tell them that is awesome. Except you don't get the accolades that Shannon gets from title companies and mortgage companies that how good his paperwork is, right? And you don't have to mess with it, right? How much time does it cost? How much time does it take the average real estate agents to process their own file, their own transaction? Anybody have an idea? What'd you say? Okay, I have a number that KW uses. Anybody have an idea? 4? See, I was going with 4 because that's about what I thought. It's about 10 hours for the average agent to get in and do the paperwork and to select the things and to move the things. Here's the thing. That means that you're a $40 an hour employee. Less than, because it's not even 400. So here's my point, guys. The things that you don't want to spend time doing, leverage out so you can do the things you want to do, right? So you can do the things you want to do. For Shannon, it's simple. Somebody said to me the other day, well, I like to do my own transaction. No, you don't like to do it. I see your files. You don't want to do it. And I know that you don't get paid on time because you have all these things that are done. You want to get paid on time, you want to take that shit off your plate. Since it's Marty in here and nobody else is in trouble today, I'll swear words. You guys do that. On the other hand, for Sean, here's the other thing. How many of you just don't want to be a social media influencer? Hi, my name is Nick and I don't want to be a social media influencer, right? Why? Because that's not where I find value in my life. That's not where I can find value and provide values with you. So if you are one of these people who goes, listen, I know I need to be there because yes, you need to be there. If you're not going to do it, have somebody that can do it, that is doing it, and is going to do it at a high level. This is not my pitch because you guys are wasting time and energy on activities that we have leveraged out for you. Solange.
Yes, I wanted to add on the Shannon. I am a huge Shannon from my number one that can have this coverage.
Yeah.
I tried to figure it out and I found out where my stronghold was. I just want to go out and get the job done. Get the contract signed.
Yep.
And all I do is scan it into him. It just takes me 5 minutes. My fever and everything is done.
Yeah.
When I was kidding, not really, but I wanted that out and said, for the work that I see him doing, I think he should be paid more. But then, back then, I'm going to sit here.
Thank you.
I cannot do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
thank you for doing that. Honestly.
and
You.
he's currently sitting one of my assistants right now. And he has been great with the training. Leave me. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank
Yeah.
you. We appreciate that. Honestly, guys, take an opportunity, even if you like, I don't know what to do, call them up, schedule a 15-minute Zoom meeting. So you can understand what you can take off your plate and get back. Go ahead, Mark.
I'll second what Solange says, and Sean does a great job as well.
Well,
They're both awesome. I want to hear them sing them songs they're both up there.
Yeah.
We created a new trio, we're 90 degrees and I'm Nicholas J. With an extra 4 stops.
and Shirley, to our meeting a few times. reach him and he gets you the flyer ready like in.
If you think about the things that you don't want to do, how many of you are doing a just listed campaign? Nope. How many of you are doing custom postcards? Open house flyers, postcard? Nope. Okay, so here's the thing, you guys, this is all an opportunity for you to get people that are already doing this at a high level, that care about your business, that are leveraging it. This isn't just two people off the street that for the love of Jesus. Just get the shot, you guys. Just get the shot. And more than that, I mean, they'll make your business look better, and they'll give you more time to do what?
Legion.
Gen. Or if you're not gonna lead gen, what else can you do?
Rest.
Take a nap. I like to take a nap. See, here's the thing you can do. While he's working on your files and he's working on your marketing, you could actually take a nap. So that's tonight. You can go to a listing appointment. That's what we should be doing. All right, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. You have to run back. Adjustments. All right, so I'm grateful for this person. Come on down. All right, you guys.
Thanks, Bumper.
Good. Come on down with more like the Drew Carey before he lost the series. Go. Want me to push that down so you don't feel like you. All right. I want to start out by saying that, how many transactions are you on track for this year? How many do you think you'll close out by the end of the year?
I will say 48.
48. What was your goal this year? And last year, you did how many?
27.
And your goal was, you said, I think I can get to 37. And then she got to 40. And now she's going to be at 48. So that's huge. So first of all,
I remember that day because I was like, I'm gonna do 37, 27, but maybe 40. And like, maybe no, 27, because we were in the ALC.
Yep.
And you said like, no, put 40. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah,
Thank you for that.
yeah. Well, a coach's intention, right, is to help you do what we see that you can do, and you've done it, right? In a market that is down year over year, +%, or 2 years over 2 years, you've been able to outpace the market. You've been able to consistently get in front of the audience that you're serving. So what does that look like for you? What is a day in the life? What does a day in the life look like for you?
Well, I start, social media, I think is my key. It's like I'm very active in social media. And I'm a very sociable person. So, and I think that's what people trust me.
Yeah.
And I can say that now most of my sales are for referrals. From previous buyers and friends.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
How do you continue to engage your friends and family and past clients?
Well, I do a lot of events, and it's not just within the office, but also outside.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm very sociable, so sometimes I just invite 12 people in my house, or just get something, breakfast or lunch,
Yeah.
something like that.
So it's easy for you to have something to invite them to, whether it's breakfast or your house for dinner and other things. Consistently, you're just using your phone to reach out and have conversations with people. That is incredible. What is the, because to do the amount of transactions that you're going to do this year, that's a lot. You're busy, right?
I'm sorry.
How? Yeah, right. Yeah, you're the one who could use a nap, right?
Yeah, that's what I.
So tell me, what is that? How do you stay consistent? How do you stay motivated? And how do you keep up with everything?
Well, it's not easy, but yeah, I try to do what is most important every day, start my morning, calling, people or the people that's already under contract, making sure that I have everything, control with those, and then, I always try like to call, I make a list. I heard from someone here in the office, I think it was you. Like, do you have a list of all the prospects for this year? So when I heard that, I wrote all the people that I know that were interested in buying the house. So, and some of them are not ready, but I'm calling and I'm checking on them very often.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, how's everything going? If I send them with a lender, they need to work on, credit or something like that. I
Yeah.
send it with someone else that can help them with that, and I'm calling, I'm checking all the time.
What I find a lot of times with agents that I think you've been able to cut through is that there are a lot of things we can do on our day-to-day basis, right? Yesterday at the class that I had, everyone's here, we gave away 100 different ideas on how to generate more business, right? 100 ideas. Most of our agents will look at that and not choose any, right? What I appreciate about the consistency in your business is that if you see her in the market center, chances are she's on her computer and she's on her phone, right? And that's it. You're making those phone calls. You're having those conversations. And it proves that what you really need in our business is not more things. It's to double down on the things that are already working for your business.
Yeah.
And so, the connections to people. When I look out at the market center right now, this is not a trick question, but there are people in this room, there are people at this company that are outpacing the rest of us. Why do you think that is? And it's not as simple as, oh, it could be, some of it is, but why do you think? You tell me. Go ahead. Sonia.
Being conscious about what needs to be done, which is contacting finance and people.
What you just said is the key to what we do. And it's the key to what has made her successful. Our job isn't more flyers. I have fun with it. My job isn't for me, it's not my transaction coordination because I don't make enough. I make more money per hour than I want to be able to do that, and I want to meet more people. The consistency, though, of what they're saying is this business is just about calling people and having conversations with them about what it is they want to achieve. You've given a lot of the people that you meet an opportunity to think about homeownership, right? So what she's doing in her head that you guys can be a part of is she knows. How many of you are familiar with Maslow's hierarchy, right? Okay. It's a psychology idea that on the baseline of what we need, right, is we need shelter is one of the base needs. So every single person we meet has a baseline need of a house. It doesn't need to be a house. It can be a cabin, it can be a condo, it can be an apartment. But there's only one of those things that drives generational wealth and opportunity. And that's what you're delivering right now. So how are you having that conversation with with first-time homeowners?
Like, when they are, or like,
Yeah, how do you, if they've never owned a home before, how do you start having that conversation?
well, usually it's, when people ask, like most of the people, when they know that you are a realtor, they ask like, hey, how's the market? Hey, how are the interest rates? So then I learned like, okay, I'm gonna answer that. Why are you asking?
Yeah, why are you asking?
Why are you asking? Well, because I want to buy, or I want to downsize, so then when I start like, okay, and something that I learned is like, I used to talk to people by phone a lot, and then I never heard back from them again. Now, I know it takes more time, but I ask them to come to my office. So when it's like face to face, I can see that people is more loyal and they always come back.
Yep.
And then after that is the calling, the being in touch, like, hey, and I send them like at that moment after our meeting, I right away send them with a lender or with a credit repair or something.
Yep.
But I think I have seen a big change now that I ask people to come to the office instead of like having a conversation. Takes more time, right? But
But you're solidifying that relationship differently.
exactly.
The intention, I think, sometimes for us is to go, we just want to be very quick because I don't want to hear the word no. Well, I can't meet you at your house. Okay, well, am I in business with you or are we not? Because I met my attorney at his office, right? I've met my CPA at their office. I met at their office. And it does it, I think it validates our profession when you have them meet here. Is it an next step? Absolutely. But I will tell you, if you look at the production of the people that do that, and I can pick up 3 in this room and I can pick up 4 in our organization that are here usually sometime between 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock at night. They're clients, right? That's you, right? That's you. And so here's my thing, is that, and I'll give you one other, is that the other people that I see here at night a lot is Mao and Mao's team. If you look at the production in our market center right now, those 4 people, those 4 groups, those 4 businesses are thriving specifically because they're meeting their clients where they are, right? If you work a 9-to-5 job, can I be here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Can you? Now, as a professional, can I say, well, you should take time off and meet with me? Well, sure, I could say that, but I don't want you to take time off because Rand, smart folks say that you need to have your job. So, and that's what I appreciate about your business is that it's easy sometimes to carte blanche say, I only work from 9 to 5. But what you're doing right now is you're meeting people where they are, you're giving them a chance at home, at the idea of home ownership, at the idea of leveling up, at the idea of being able to build some generational wealth. And that's where I think that there is a significant difference right now is you're reaching out, you're having the conversations, you're getting them into the office, you're solidifying that relationship. And so that now there's a mission. Most people, when they start about thinking about buying a house, you guys, the problem is your body can't, your body can't be where your mind has never been. So they don't know what they don't know. And so they just automatically assume, well, I can't buy a house. And so you don't have that conversation. And then you wonder why there isn't as much business coming your way because people like Janet are having that conversation, right? Share with us one piece of advice that you would give everybody here.
Okay, so I think something that has worked for me is like let everyone in your sphere that you're a realtor. Again, social media, friends, family, and yeah, like I also saw a big change when I started doing videos. So I started making some videos. I know sometimes it takes me like 10, 12 videos because I don't like them. And I read them and like, no, I don't like it. And then it's like, okay, here we go. I don't care. Yeah, and then, yeah. Yeah, but I noticed that once I started people, and you know, sometimes people don't comment, don't say anything, but I got some text or messages by messenger from people that said like, I love the video that you just did. And they said like, hey, could you please give me more information about the video that you just put? So I think that's also a good, yes, let people know that.
How long ago were you working a full-time job?
Well, I've been in this business, in January, gonna be 5 years. And I started with working at the hospital full-time, and also I was doing this full-time, even said like part-time, no. So I was 2 years and a half in the hospital and doing both. And then I was casual for just going whenever I could. But this year, I definitely left the hospital because it was.
And you created financial freedom for yourself.
Exactly. That's what my goal, when I started real estate, I said, when I make the money that I make at the hospital, I'm gonna leave the hospital.
Yeah.
And once I double it, then I did it. And yeah.
Double,
double.
double.
And I will say like right now, this year, I'll be like doing like probably 4 times what I was doing. Like,
Four times, you guys. My reason for bringing that up is sometimes when we have somebody that is as successful as you all, we sometimes think about, we sometimes think that you've been doing this for 20 years and you've been doing it for 5 and you've been doing it full time for 2 and you'll do almost $500,000 in GCI this year. Congratulations. Thank you so much. When we have people like this, start to see yourself in these people. They will tell you personally that it is their consistency, their commitment, and their willingness. And then the other thing is what is on the opposite side of success? Failure. So you can choose either, right? You can keep moving in success and say, I'm just gonna keep moving, or you can say, I'm quitting. And that's the only time you fail, is when you stop doing it, right? So don't stop doing the things that you're doing, double down, be purposeful, be thoughtful. And more than anything, give yourself a little bit of grace, right? Sometimes we should on ourselves a lot, should, and shoulding on yourself feels really shitty. So don't do it. Start the activities, commit to the activities, and know that you're not alone. But on the other side of those phone calls is opportunity that you don't have today, right? On the other side of that phone call, there could be a $10,000 commitment. How many phone calls would you make if you knew that you were gonna make $10,000 for them? Right? But we go, oh, I don't know, my name is, do you want to buy something, invest in real estate? And the people are like, I don't want you to call me ever again. Do so with direction, do so with confidence. You're doing a job that is honorable if you do it honorably. You're helping people get a basic need, and you're giving opportunities for those people to have something they didn't. Right? So if you guys need a kick in the pants, I'll set up a meeting with one of the paint skippers, and they're gonna make it help too. So, all right, Sean, anything else? All right, you guys, we have food in the back. And there's a lot of it, Rena said, so you gotta eat. Rena, thank you so much for pouring in. Thank you so much for being here today. You guys go kick some ass, go help somebody, go get some food, and one back here for build a big team with Gene and Jason. And then for those of you that are participating, even if you're not, hang out a little bit longer today for the trick or treat event. We're gonna have pizza at the G&T. Has pizza this afternoon. Yeah. That's gonna be over there. We don't know when, yeah, when we start. I'm running to the store because I have some other things I'm gonna be buying, so you should stop by my office.
Get me candy.
I have plenty of candy. And I don't have giveaways that aren't candy. So I have like low bands and I have eyes and bouncy balls and they're all Halloween. So you guys, it's gonna be a fun day. Check it out, stay around, and thank you guys. How are you?
I don't know, but I can't.